And that's it.
We are live. Sorry, we're a little bit late.
We haven't got it all figured out just yet.
Oh, I just couldn't find my beer.
That was the big one. He literally spent the last 5 minutes searching his house and his life. So, yeah.
How's everybody doing? Don's sleepy, it looks like.
Don's burnout. Come on, Don, stay with us, buddy. Stay with us.
Hey, John Simpson, he was looked like he was a little bored there too, but sorry about that.
Great time, dead air.
This is actually the quickest we've been able to get on so far.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Said no one ever to me. All-in-one Johnson. Now, buddy, that's a solid handle.
That is, man. How's it going?
There's a guy in one of our Facebook groups. I'm yet to talk or ask him straight up how serious he is. His tag on Facebook is Johnson Long.
Ah, that's another good one.
Like, come on. It's similar to Don there. Jan Johnson Long. So, yeah, we don't have our moderator this evening. Sean's not able to make it, but we shall persevere.
Sean might be moderating in person next weekend, actually. I think he's coming over for the Leafs game. So,
yeah, next week. So next weekend is the last weekend before I move. I'm in the midst of packing up one house, moving to another over the next, prepping for it right now. So next weekend, hopefully I can drag myself away from that to do another live stream. And then but the weekend of April 30th, absolutely not. I'll be right in the midst of moving. So
yeah, that's all right. Maybe I'll try a solo.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Or bug somebody else to come on with me. What you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing my Tuna SBBN 039. Let's see if we can get a... Nope. So, anodized blue, sort of the shroud screws there. And the edge of the bezel, anodized blue. Wow.
Is that quite a limited one, or?
Yep.
How many?
That's a really good question. 1 second, because I remember nothing. It is one of 700 pieces. Whoop.
One of 700?
Yeah, one of 700.
That's quite pretty limited by Seiko standards.
It
Sorry
is.
if I'm looking back and forth. I have the computer screen going here at the same time. I am wearing the Oceanus that I picked up.
Excellent.
Came in earlier this week. I don't know why, but this isn't like a particularly popular Oceanus, but every time I saw it, it just kind of caught my eye with the blue indices and hands, and I'm really liking it so far. Liking it a lot. Yeah.
So All-in-One Johnson asks, do you guys have the 6139-002? I don't have any of the 6139 models. So if we can check that out, pull that up on the screen. What does one of those look like?
Yeah.
We're talking 6139 7002.
It's the Pogue.
Oh, it's the Pogue.
Yeah. Let me just pop it up on screen. So I had a Pogue for about a year, and a friend of mine was actually looking for one for his father. His Chris, you know Chris.
Yep.
Him and his dad are both into collecting. Chris helped me source that watch because with the vintage Seiko stuff, I'm a little bit gun shy. I'm nervous, and Chris is pretty close to being an expert on it. Yeah. And he helped me source that watch. So I ended up passing it along to him as I think it was a gift to his father or something like that.
Yeah.
Regret letting that one go. I'll tell you that much. That was a cool watch. Yeah.
So is that the 6139 7002? That is a Pogue.
Yep.
Throw that one.
I'll just
see it.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. And they've gone up, I think, a fair amount since.
As they do. Once you let them go, they go up in price. I don't know.
So we're still kind of new to this live stream thing, but how do I do this again?
You are at the controls, sir. So, all right, fellas, what are you wearing? Throw it out there in the comments. We already know what was wearing.
There it is.
Ah, yeah. I would like to own one for a little while. I don't know if I could have it in the collection long term. But definitely very cool. Don.
Yeah.
Let's Bob, I want you to pull up a picture of Don Rogan's Zenith Blueprint.
I know, that's a crazy watch, man.
It is crazy. I want to show that one off for a second. We will get to Steven here now shortly.
I wonder in a second.
So, for anybody who doesn't know Don, you should really check out his Instagram at Don Rogan there. The other Rogan is my favorite way of referring to him. He's the second most famous Rogan I know. Sorry, I don't know the Joe Rogan. I shouldn't say it like that. But yeah, Don's got a pretty wild Instagram feed. So
I love how Don does these almost themes to his shots.
Yeah.
Are they all blue like that? Is there a different dial color, Don?
I'm not aware. I know that. Let's see what Don says there.
I thought I saw a different. It might have been the lighting in the photo or something that made it look darker. It was probably one of Don's photos, to be honest with you. I'm thinking of, but
Don says no. So I guess there is no other colorway. But any shots of the case back? See if you can flip that over and show people the case back. It's pretty wild. Yeah.
I actually searched Don Rogan Zenith Blueprint just because he has the best shots of it, probably.
Well, that's also very true. There's a good chance of that. There you go. Look at that thing.
Look at that crown, man. Whoo-wee.
That is a massive onion.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a really cool watch.
One of the other, I don't know, we can give some time to it. We don't have like 1,200 people or anything in the room. But I'm going to check out a couple of other watches that people have here. I don't recognize Steven's. Steven says his go-to weekend beater is a PRW 3500.
That's a Pathfinder. Let's see here.
Excellent.
Yeah, Cassia. PRW 3500.
Okay. Don says there's only 250 of that particular model made. Holy shit. Oh, well. My 700-piece limited edition bows to your 250.
Where is it? PRW 3500 1CR.
Very. Now that is a toolish watch for sure.
Oh, I can't remember the number, the model number that I had. I had a Pathfinder ages ago, similar to this, but probably an older model.
Never. And then, so that's definitely a tough watch. I've not owned many Casios. I only have the Casio Duro right now with the Marlin, that limited, or that discontinued with the Marlin on the dial. Somewhere in Time watch reviews. That's very familiar. Somewhere in Time.
Yeah, he's out of the UK. He's got an awesome channel. Him and I have been chit-chatting for a long time. Actually, we should probably have him on at some point in time. He's a guitar player in a band over there.
That's what I know. There we go.
Yeah.
So he has a Zelo Swordfish. I think I've seen a few of those kicking around over time.
Yeah, that's a good one for sure. What else do we got? Oh, Matthew Moss has the Seiko Monster Save the Ocean Antarctica.
And what kind of strap are you having this week, Mr. Moss? Come on, Matt made a comment a couple of weeks ago, and Bob made a dig, and then gave him a call out in a strap video this week. Shit.
Yeah.
So, what strap is on your Seiko? Come on, Matt. What strap's on that Seiko, buddy? Unfortunately, not one Bob Rude.
I'm going to show you guys a watch that I'm going to be picking up, and I've hesitated. I almost mentioned it in a video the other day, but I'm scared if a lot of people find out about it, it's going to get sold out really quick. We were talking about I'm just going to try to pull it up. We were talking about the 3-piece quartz collection in the last live stream or the one before.
Yep.
And I'm sure a lot of the people watching are signed up for to a lot of different companies to get all of their releases and all of their emails. One of those companies that I am signed up for is Marathon. Is anybody aware of the Marathon that's coming out this month by any chance? Because it's going to be my third piece in the travel collection.
In the quartz travel collection?
Beer. What's that?
Bye.
What's
just Moss is on top of it. Matt,
so I'll show you this. So Marathon's been sending out these little cryptic emails with a link, and what it is, it's I'll show you right here. There's no full pictures of it.
Oh, no.
It's a reissue of the Adanac. So it's the Navigator, which they have currently the resin models.
Yeah.
They're coming out with a steel. April 21st. And I'm grabbing one of these guys.
So apparently Matt Moss was on top of that too. So you're fighting Matt Moss for it.
Yes, Matt. I'm so grabbing one of these. I cannot wait. I hope that they have Adanac on the dial.
I know for you that would be the cherry on top for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's a picture of it, but they have the top of the dial blacked out. You just can't, with shadows, you just can't quite see it. So this was the first email. The flight plan, part 1. They talk about the origins of the watch. A little bit about the original, which I think that looks awesome. I love the hands. I had the, what's that?
You want to throw that up there, or can you? Or
it won't let me. But I had the Navigator, the resin Navigator, the quartz Navigator with the not Hesalite, the plastic crystal. I'm at a loss for words right at the moment for some reason. When they came out with the sapphire version, I sold mine and I was going to buy the sapphire. Just never got around to it. But when I saw this was the one. So I'll do copy the second link that I got the other day. The flight plan part 2. So it shows some specs on the watch.
You able to throw that one up, or is that one still?
Oh, did I not throw the last screen up at all?
Sorry, dude.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, you guys. Hang on. Yeah, so this is the first one.
Ah, there we go.
Sorry about that. I'm looking at it as if you guys are looking at it, or were looking at it before. So yeah, there's the original.
Yep.
I think those hands are so cool.
So it's going to be a.
But yeah, so they have. What's that?
Is it going to be a stainless steel?
Mm-hmm. Stainless steel.
Yep.
And this is the first kind of teaser. The second is this one.
Uh-oh. Matt just
and what's that?
Matt just burst your bubble.
That's okay though. I don't care. I not that I don't care, but check out the case back. Pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Easy access for battery changes there.
Yeah. Well, as long as the price isn't stupid, then I'll be getting one of those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've had a couple marathons, Stephen. A friend of mine has. We just talked about this the other day. The jumbo diver, and he had it. I met up with him actually just the other day in Toronto, and he was wearing it. That thing is gigantic, man. It weighs a ton.
Whoo! Matt just got
1,600. Who?
So
I don't think I could do it for 1,600.
So that's coming out of a Facebook group. It's time for you to head back to Facebook, check it out.
Yeah, I haven't been on Facebook in many years, but
so Matt says $1,600. So Bob, Mr. John Simpson is right up your alley right now.
I have it right here. The silver. I'll pull it out of the box. I just did a video on these and I had them all packed back up to bring back to the shop, but I'll crack open the silver.
Yeah. So Bob has them all there. So good timing.
They're all sitting right here. He may have seen the video I just did on them. I'm getting the resin one, I think.
Oh yeah?
I think so, yeah. There's the mirror image thing. There we go. It's pretty cool. I watched a video after I did my video on it. Somebody else did one, I think the same day.
Yeah.
And these look like they'd be rough to the touch. I didn't mention it, but they're very smooth, actually. The texture, it looks like it'd be rough.
Yeah.
Not at all. Pretty neat.
I know, like we talked about the other day, I've never committed to a G-Shock. I don't know why, but I guess I would agree with with Matt on that one. The resin one is probably my favorite out of the three. So, John's got a solid question there for you. You can probably answer that better than me.
I don't know, and I work at a watch shop, so I can't test that out. That I borrowed these from. I'd love to. I'd love to get an update on that because I love the hardened steel watches. Like I've had a couple of Damascos that I've worn them quite hard, and they just don't show scratches at all. I'd love if that's the case with these, and maybe we'll see over time. I got a feeling I have a feeling G-Shock will be using this hardening technology on other watches too. I think it'll become one of their things.
Yeah. I know Don just agreed with me. I don't know what it is about G-Shock. We talked about this the other day when you were telling me about those 40th anniversary pieces. I don't know why I'm committed to a G-Shock. It seems like it's always in my top 3 or 4. Hey, I'm looking at watches, and I'm ready to pull the trigger on something, and there's always 2-3 watches ahead of a G-Shock for me.
Yep.
I just don't ever pull the trigger on a G-Shock. I sometimes have watches that are just as tough as a G-Shock, dare I say. The Tuna maybe.
Yeah.
But it's probably not. I don't think I could drop this Tuna from the same height as a G-Shock and see it survive it. But I don't know. Digital displays aside, I don't know if that's part of it. But anyways, I've never committed to them. I just don't.
I have a G-Shock sitting right here. I'm just gonna grab.
Yeah, go for
it. The 5610.
Yeah,
I think I've had this for like 6 years now. I had I 3D printed some adapters for it.
Yeah,
this thing has been an amazing watch and easily the most worn watch since I've had that. Like in the last 5-6 years, I've had that watch. I've renovated my entire house wearing that watch actually.
Yeah, I mean, you always seem like you're wearing that G-Shock. I must admit, you enjoy it.
I love So I had when I got into watches, and even sort of in the early days of the channel, I was a little bit gun shy of G-Shocks, sort of like you. I just didn't do it for me. And I think I ended up trying this one just to see. I had that Pathfinder actually before.
Yeah.
Similar to Stevens, and I tried this, and then I've gone fully down the G-Shock rabbit hole ever since. I've owned, I don't even know how many, and I own quite a number of them right now.
So I guess if I was Matt, and if I had an opportunity to pick one up for like $16, Matt Mass is showing there $16. I think it would be awesome also.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the even going on vacations and things like this. I'll strap this to my backpack. It might not even make the wrist the whole trip. You know what I mean? Like it's an actual tool to me. Like that watch. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
John wants to know, what is our favorite ever digital watch? Ooh. Well, you're gonna have to answer that one because I've only ever owned probably 2.
Mine's easy. It's right here. This is my favorite by far. Solar multiband 6, cheap, tough, like
yeah,
iconic too. Like
I can see the appeal. I've just never, I guess, jumped in. I had a Timex Ironman years ago. And then for a little while, I had a G-Shock Frogman. Help me, Bob, because I think you were involved in the trade I made on that one.
I picked it up for you. You sent me a watch. You sent me the G-Shock, and we traded for a Tuna, I think.
That's what it
Or
was.
was it the other? Yeah.
Nope, that was what it was.
Yeah.
That's
James Duffy. James Duffy's saying he went into the rabbit hole too, but the squares are the only ones that stayed. It's actually I only own squares right now. I have a few of them, but every single G-Shock I have is a square. I went down the Casio rabbit hole, and I feel like I might have got caught up in the hype on those because I I I'm not a big fan of the Casio. I don't know why. Like I tried a few different ones. I did the metal, like the bezel mod, the bracelet, all of that kind of stuff, and they just didn't do it for me. I look at G-Shocks as kind of like a tool watch, and the Casio, I can't read the small digital display. I just can't read it. Like it's too small. So yeah. Not even that I use all those features all that often, but the fact that it's unusable kind of bugs me about that watch.
Yeah.
Could be because I'm getting old and can't see that great anymore too, but
yeah. Stephen wants to know, how long have you been collecting?
What
do you figure?
For me, it's probably been about 8 years, 2-3 years before I started the channel. So 8 or 9 years for me.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm gonna say somewhere around 13 years. So somewhere just before like 2008 or 9 is when I started saying, okay, I like watches. I'll start buying watches.
Actually, I wouldn't mind asking Steven like how long he's been collecting, because when I first started the YouTube channel, I bet you I had like 100 or 150 subscribers, and Steven was an early person that was kind of reaching out in the comments and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So,
Matt,
it's treating me awesome, man. I love it. You know what though? Excuse me. So I had the I can't think of the model number off the top of my head. The is it the T3000 that I had? I'd have to double check. The AR is not as good. The blue AR on my last one. Maybe I'll just double check the model number so I can tell you. The AR is not as. This is definitely not as legible as my last one, but I'm loving the look, and really enjoying it so far. I've been wearing it pretty much since I did that unboxing the other day, and which was a couple of days before you saw it, and really enjoying it.
Somewhere in time remembers when I had a Skimmy Shock, those Skimmy watches from Wish or AliExpress for like $20, and I tortured them. Yeah, I'm sure I could have tortured them worse before they died, but my oldest kid still has one. Still has a sort of silver stainless steel looking one. So, and it still works. But yeah, those Skimmies for $25, hard to beat it. Yeah, Don's laughing. Skimmy, it's the word.
So wait a sec. Did you end up killing that thing? Like, did it die from what you did to it?
Yeah, well, I put it in a fire. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And for a while, I had the pieces in my watch box.
Yeah.
But the battery exploded under the heat, and just everything went to pieces. The watch head itself and the bracelet and all just. And when the fire died out the next morning, I screened out a few pieces. So, yeah. So
I did a torture test like a long time ago on a G-Shock video.
Yeah.
And I had my daughter helping me out and stuff. This was like quite a few years ago now, but it was the driver. And not because I'm a good golfer either. But the driver did it in. And it was so funny. I did it in my backyard.
Yeah.
And sort of facing the front of side of my house. And most of the whole thing went right over to the top of my house. And I think I hit it with a lawnmower like a few weeks later, even because I couldn't find. I found a lot of it, but I found the rest of it with a lawnmower.
So Stephen, I think you're referring to you've been collecting for 14 or 15 years. How about Matt, Don? How are you guys? James, how long have you guys been collecting? Somewhere in time. So, is it going to continue for you? You're going to keep collecting watches? What do you think?
I know I am.
Yeah? You ever get sort of tired of it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Burnout?
Oh, James, I'm glad James said this, man. Here, hang on. This is something Jamie and I have been talking about a lot. So I've been watching the watch YouTube game quite a bit longer than Jamie, and I've introduced him to some of those older channels. Simon Crane.
Yeah.
If anybody that hasn't heard of him, go and literally binge watch his entire catalog of videos. Simon Crane was amazing. Yes, his torture tests. He used to do the older drones, and the older DJI drones had like skis, kind of like almost like a helicopter. Yeah. So he would like hook watches to those skis and then just tip the drone, but he'd fly it high and just tip the drone a little bit to drop it from, I can't remember the heights, but I'll have to go back and watch his videos again. But Simon Crane was one of the best, man. I loved his videos.
So Bob,
and he would do, and he was a butcher, so he would freeze the watches in the meat freezer,
in the blast.
Then, and then he would do a laundry test. So he would put it in a load of laundry. Yeah, he was just awesome.
And so
I'd love for him to come back.
To drop a watch from a drone.
I do have a drone and a watch.
Say again.
I said I do have a drone and I have a watch.
And you have access to watch. So, I think it's time that you do one. That's the reference to Simon brings up a topic I always enjoy talking about, which is Adricos.
Yeah.
And the older the old guard of watch reviews.
Well, him and Simon were buddies. And I spoke to Adricos. Adricos passed away a couple of years ago now, I think. Yeah. I spoke to him a couple of times. Because I'm a hockey fan. He was a big Canadiens fan.
Yeah.
And I'm a Leafs fan. So.
Yeah.
But he had an amazing channel too. I've told Jamie this. There's so many new channels right now, but there's no characters like there was during that time. Those guys were all like such a character, like and fun to watch, and yeah.
And that's what I miss about some of it. Like some of it's too polished. Some of the channels are just too polished, and then others aren't.
Just get rubbing a top up.
Yeah, they're just a little, I don't know, blasé sometimes. We used to always enjoy those.
Yep.
Your earbuds caught all of that.
Yeah, sorry about that. So Don, Rogan, and Steven are kind of slowing down, and actually, like I've sold a bunch this year, and I am actually kind of slowing down a little bit on buys. I'm trying to be more deliberate with what I'm buying.
Yeah.
Yeah, James, there was like a lot of drama back then too, for sure, with some of the channels. But I can remember, like, when I first started watching, there was like maybe like 15 or so, maybe 20 channels. Some of them are still around. Mark Goldberg posts sometimes. There's a bunch of them still around, but what about Archie Luxury? I don't really watch Arch. I'll check in on his channel, like, let's see what's going on. Maybe once a year or something like that, and watch a video or two, and then it's just like I don't subscribe to him. It's just too much for me. And I'm not in this for like any kind of drama. Like, I think I just steer clear of like channels like that, to be honest.
Yeah, I can't say I ever, in the early days, probably like 3 or 4 years ago, I would watch Archie videos, and then it just became too loud. I just gave up on it. I don't know.
Prometheus Archie. Valve, hello from Italy.
Yo, where are we?
Yeah.
And a couple pieces.
Oh, the Bel Canto, man, that's sweet. What color did you get, James? And I'm hoping.
Who does the Bel Canto? Pull that up.
Christopher Ward.
Christopher Ward.
I'm actually meeting up with a buddy of mine tomorrow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a little while. And he recently bought one, so I'm going to actually reach out to him to see if he will bring it.
The Bel Canto. Bel Canto. Yeah.
Hang on. Oh.
Oh. Am I waiting for you to pull that up or what?
Just give me 1 second here, sorry.
Cool.
This is it.
Christopher Ward. Okay.
So I think the blue was the first one that they came out with, and now they've done some more colors of the watch.
Okay. Yeah, James says there.
I haven't heard. I don't think I've actually even seen a video to hear how the chime sounds or anything yet. Don't know why, but
podcast the other day.
What's that?
I think I heard it in a podcast the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, well, somebody will have to get a sound clip for us. And
it's out there. I just haven't.
Okay.
I'm sure it's out there. I haven't looked for it.
Yeah. James mentions that the burnout is real. I actually wrote an article yesterday for submission to a blog site talking about burnout, watch burnout collection satisfaction. So that is at the heart of it.
Yeah.
But and I think it's a personal thing. But
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
TGV got me inspired too. Earlier on, I think the first like Swiss watch I was looking at, maybe not the first, but one of the first ones that kind of was like, okay, I want this, is the Aquas. And And TGV had a video. When I found TGV, he had about 13,000 subscribers, somewhere in around there. And he definitely played a big part at the time for me.
Yeah,
kind of getting into watches and getting into doing YouTube videos too, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm a bit hit and miss on TGV, but certainly appreciate all the stuff he's put out there. So the this the SARW019. What's that one? Pull that one up. I'd like to see that. James and Steve are liking it.
SARW019.
See what that looks like. What's everybody drinking this evening while Bob pulls that up? Throw that in the comments. It's a Sunday night. I imagine it's pretty quiet for most people. Let's see where this goes.
Well, I found one here on Chrono 24.
Yeah.
SARW019?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this is it. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. I like that matte finish to the dial.
I like it. That's neat. I've never seen that watch before.
Nope, that is nice. I do like that. And I think the matte dial is what does it for me. It looks like a sort of an applied set of numbers on it, applied indices.
Somebody's talking about a watch brand I've never heard of. Remy Cool's watches.
Sorry, which one? Oh, there we go.
I think this is sort of in the same vein as the Belcanto. This is another one that I've never seen. Hang on a second here.
Yeah.
Just one sec. So do you guys like it when we do the live streams completely unprepared? And totally wing it? Because that's what's happening right now. That's all right.
Barley Days Loyalist.
Just looking at cool watches like this, I've never heard of this before. Remy Cool's. Look at that.
Holy shit. So I obviously collect the most boring watches in the world. That's what's happening.
Look at that. How much is this thing?
Yeah. Nothing about that says it's in my budget.
When they don't have a even an add to cart option, it's just contact. It's up there.
If you got it,
but they look really cool though, man.
Yeah,
that's a cool watch. I've never heard of that before.
So I asked a moment ago what the boys were drinking. Matt came back with an answer: Barley Days Loyalist Lager. Prince Edward County. Help me. Where is Prince Edward County, fellas? Is that in Ontario? Or is that a Prince Edward Island location? But well, Ontario, thank you, Matt. Faster than I can Google it. The this past week I sent you a little text about the Seiko Is it sorry? Is that right? What was that I sent you? Seiko, sorry. 1 second. I'm looking at my phone here. Off screen. Pardonnez-moi.
Hang on 1 second. I
Yes,
think
man.
somebody is literally knocked on the door. Just hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure. Well, I've got you, fellas. I've got a captive audience. Seiko Sari, SARY 197. I thought that was a pretty cool one. Check that out for yourselves. Let me throw that in here in the comments. That didn't work. Seiko SARY 197. That one caught my eye this past week because it looked a tremendous amount. It looked a lot like the Omega 300s, Omega Seamasters 300s vintage. So I like that one. James Duffy says unprepared. Unprepared is great. You can have some topics to be focused, especially. Also says hi to Sanjay.
Sanjay, hey man, how's it going? I haven't seen Sanjay in a while. Sanjay's buddy of mine. We haven't connected up in a bit though. I have to reach out soon.
Yeah. He's in Ontario also.
Yep. Sanjay's been actually over to my place a couple of times back in the day. Yeah, he's got a awesome channel, Engineer Wannabe.
Yeah.
He does probably much better live streams than we do. We were talking about the preparedness thing, and he's definitely more prepared than we are when we do these things so far. But
there you go.
Yeah.
Yep. I lost the. There we go. The feed's back. Sanjay's apparently a big fan of Burgundy. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but Matthew finds it.
I think that's in reference to Grand Seiko Sanjay picked up lately, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe he's had a couple of Burgundy Grand Seikos, actually.
Yeah. So, this is it.
So my daughter just got back, so I had to take off for a second there, from the cottage.
Yep.
Her and her boyfriend. And I have to do some barbecuing.
No way.
I got to feed people. I can hang around for a couple of more minutes. I don't have to take off right away.
Oh, we got fellas sharing jokes now.
What's going on here?
Check out the comment posted there by Mr. Simpson. I just threw it up on the screen there. on John.
Oh boy.
Yep. The
Adrian, somewhere in time, watch reviews. I think you guys used to do a live stream that was called Beer and Watches. I can't remember. Correct me. What's that? I'm talking about somewhere in time watch reviews.
He used to do it?
Yeah, him and a couple of guys were doing a live stream at one point in time. A couple of the UK guys.
And there was a fella out of BC, wasn't it? Beer and Watches. No?
Yes. Okay. No, that's Matt Johnson's channel. They had a live. Adrian had a live stream. It was called Beer and something, I think. But maybe we should have Adrian on. He's a good guy.
There you go.
If he'd be interested in coming on.
Oh shit! Do you know that's how long it took me So this is Adrian of Somewhere in Time.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so embarrassed now. So it's used to be on Average Joe's channel a bit.
Yep.
Oh God, now I know who we're talking about. Oh Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
Matthew.
What? Doesn't she
I'm
have
gonna.
Oh shit! Sorry, I pulled that up. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on him as soon as this is done.
If Adrian's in the UK, man, he's a few hours ahead of all of us. How late is that for you?
Is it? I think it's 6. I think it's. For me, it's 6. I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so
One of the best.
It's gonna be a 1. I think it's like 1 a.m. there.
Shit, Adrian, time for you to go to bed, there, fella.
Okay. Idea for a live show: least and most expensive watch in your collection. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
Do we want to do that now, or are we going to save it because you got to run?
Let's save that one.
All righty.
I got a couple of minutes, but let's save that one because that's a good one.
All right.
Midnight.
It's midnight.
So 5-hour difference.
I'm on the best time zone in the world, so we'll just leave it at that. No need to argue. No need to debate this. Newfoundland is the best, and that is it. Least and most expensive. I'm just making notes here now on my phone on the side. Least and most watch in your collection. I'm about to sell the most expensive watch in my collection. Anybody's interested?
What is it? Tudor?
Is that Tudor Heritage Ranger 79910? Because I have.
Whoa, easy on the reference numbers. You could be like a Hodinky host here, man. Chill.
I have a competing hobby known as a Jeep.
Yeah.
And yeah, the old Tudor's just not settling in. I've never given it a chance, and that is all part of the article I'm writing for collection satisfaction for Caliber 321 for Brent.
Matthew Sapporo. Speaking of which,
yeah,
refill.
So, Bob, what are you drinking? Just me and Matt. It's not okay, Matt. Sorry, it's not just you and Bob. I'm the only man in the room apparently.
Night, John.
Bob's sucking back the beer. I've got a 1792 small batch bourbon. I don't want to completely derail Bob's barbecuing, but
okay, I can't do it now, but next time we have to talk about the TV shows that we were talking about.
Yes,
watch related
TV shows. Watch.
If anybody needs a suggestion, I'm going to leave it at this for now, and I do have to go.
Bullshit.
If you have Netflix, check out Dark. It's time related. It's a time related show. It's about time travel. One of the not main characters, but one of the characters is a watchmaker. That's a really good one. My wife and I have been watching lately. Yeah, I'm not a binge watcher of shows normally, but we're kind of into that one.
Prometheus Valve. My friend, I went opposite. You turned into one, and I switched gears completely.
That's the German one, Matt. Give it a chance, dude. It is really good. Like, seriously, it's a really good show. One of my favorites in the last couple of years.
You're going to shut it down on me here now? We're just getting primed?
It's 6:59.
Not happy.
Pez Outlaw.
Oh, I saw a here, pull that up 1 second. Boom. I did see the trailer for it and then backed off of it and said, maybe another time. But did seem quite intriguing.
What is that? Oh, I'm just looking it up here. Pez Outlaw.
Dude, that was funny. I burst out laughing first and then was like, oh my God, are they even serious? So Pez Outlaw, basically Pez dispensers and how crazy collectible they became at one point.
Yeah.
And the story of a guy who was basically hawking these all around the globe. He would go around and buy Pez dispensers and sell them by the duffel bag.
This is like a long story that I can't fully get into, but I had a friend that was into selling and buying, selling, flipping Beanie Babies back in the day, and made a
holy shit
ton of money. It was a coworker. It was a coworker of mine, and he like did very well. I think eBay was like fresh then, and he was on eBay and doing it through eBay and maybe another selling channel or two as well. But he made a ton of money selling Beanie Babies at one point in time. Yeah.
Well, Stephen, cheers, my friend. Mr. Dunlap, OFD, only
yes,
Dunlap is here. He makes an appearance.
Aaron, you got to get on with us one of these weekends.
Aaron and yourself and Marshall Time and these fellas were in the same category for me when I started. This is a story that needs to be told one point also. How did I meet you? And how did I start really collecting watches? But yeah, Aaron's channel was one of the first channels I got hooked on, along with yours and Chris Marshall and Watches Galore. Channels I constantly watched alongside of Adricos for the comedic relief. What?
All right, Aaron's just committed. He said he's for sure in.
Well, you can't.
We're doing it.
No, you can't do it next week when I'm moving, and I can't be here for it because that will not be kosher with me. If we're gonna have a chat with Aaron, I need to be there, and that is it. He can't be a fill-in for me. I have to be there. Got to go.
What else is going on here?
Yo.
Engineer wannabe. I have about the crazy Beanie Baby stories.
Oh yeah. Wait now. This is the one. This is the one right here.
I'm doing, man. I've been cooking it for like 4 or 5 years now. The tomahawk steak. That's my jam. I do it probably once a month, and that's what I'm doing tonight. You want to see it? Here.
Apparently, Matt needs to see some of this, and that is it. What do you guys choose for your mix? What do you guys choose? Come on, fellas. What do you choose for your mix? Mr. Dunlap arrives and saves the day. Welcome to my shed, gentlemen. Welcome to my shed. Holy shit.
Cooking up that bad boy tonight.
Oh my God. So tell me, I'm gonna ask anyways, how much for one of those in Burlington? What's the cost?
How much is this steak? Like $50.
Oh my God, I hate you. Hate you. So
I think it was like $22 a pound or something like that.
So that steak here is $135.
Jeez.
And that's at Price Club, Costco. Shit. If I could overcome the cost of housing in Burlington, maybe I should quit my job and move there. Shit. $50.
No mixer for me, says Adrian. I know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron, you got to come up to Canada someday, bro. I'll cook up one for you.
I'll take a swoop.
That does about 4 people with all the fixins, the mushrooms, and my wife's working on a couple of the veggies up there right now.
Oh, you're
I could eat one of those by myself, though, man. They're so friggin' good.
Well, somewhere in time says he's coming over for the steak, regardless. Forget the live stream.
Heck yeah. It didn't jive, but like I was in the UK a few months ago, and Adrian and I would have loved to have hooked up and had a couple of beers. I'd love to see his band over there actually too, but we'll do that again next time. We were chatting a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So James, I do I don't know if they have a similar thing, like they call it Montreal steak spice. That's all I use on mine. It's like it's basically salt and pepper. But when are you gonna get that sandwich channel going, by the way? Or do you have it going?
Who?
James Duffy. His Instagram is Sandwich Time. Is it Sandwich Time Channel?
Oh, it's always looks a good.
He's a sandwich guy.
What? Off to Instagram I go. 1 second here.
Yep, and he does like. I'm not sure if he's.
Come on, Mr. Duffy.
I thought that he was talking about doing a channel.
James Duffy. There's a shit ton of you on Instagram. Which is your handle? Spit it out. Oh, Mr. Dunlap already knows. Why am I late to this party? Come on, people.
Yeah.
What is it? What's the?
I think his Instagram's Sandwich Time. Maybe he doesn't want me to be sharing this on here right now, but it's too late now. Sandwich Time. It's
Sandwich Time channel. Followed. Here you go. Shake a look.
Yeah. Yes, Sandwich Time channel. Yeah.
Buddy, how could I have missed a channel, an Instagram feed that connects these two things? This is a topic I have in my notes for one of our episodes where we talk about Instagram channels that people need to know about. This is one.
Oh, I got a bunch. That's a good topic. There's a bunch I got for that.
Look at this. Sandwich watch. Sandwich watch. Sandwich watch. Best Instagram feed ever.
Yeah, it's actually a really good one. Nice, really nice guy too.
Admittedly, I mean, there's a little bit of there's got to be a little bit of humor and self-deprecation here, but L to the that's a fun channel.
Yeah.
Yes, you get it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Cheers to Mr. Duffy and his sandwiches and waffles.
I don't know what he does for a living, but I'd like to talk to you someday one time, James, a bit more. But he's at Comic Cons a lot. I think runs booths. I don't know if he's into like the comic book business or what exactly he does. But anyways.
All right, buddy. Well, you've got to go cook a steak. You don't want to upset.
Yep. Yep.
And so we'll cut it here. We lost some, we gained some. Our average viewers is somewhere around 8 to 10.
Graphic designer. I've seen a couple of your posts on Instagram where you're kind of out there in that world, and I sort of figured it was something like that, but I wasn't sure. That's pretty cool. That must be kind of a neat job.
I bet it is.
Cooler than my job, that's for sure.
Holy shit. Am I losing you? What's going on?
Nope. I'm here.
All right.
Are you there?
Yes.
All right.
Am.
Let's shut her down.
All right, buddy.
I gotta cook up some stuff. Oh,
yes, he is getting here. I'm sorry. Sean knows what it takes. To make this wheel.
Thanks, Aaron. You too, man.
All right.
Catch up soon.
Cheers.
Sean, I'll give you a shout. We're just closing her down.